Okay, so let's start with the table creation. So initially I am just removing all the folders because I don't want to have the checkpoints available. Okay, so I'm deleting the entire data. Now I'm creating a table which is table 1. Okay, and it's saying cannot be found, verify the spelling. Okay, so I need to remove this line because there is no table. Okay, so yeah, so now it should create a new table and insert this 4-5 rows on that. Okay, so this table is created, as we can see in the catalog folder. Okay, with the sample data. Yeah, this is a sample data. So 4 rows have been created and this is the delta table. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to create a destination table which is a table 2. Okay, so let me create that as well using the delta. So this is also a delta table. Table 1 is also a delta table and destination table is also a delta table. Okay, so we are reading from one table to another using the Spark streaming, and then I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, now these two tables are created. Now we're going to run this Spark streaming. Okay, reading from the table 1, which is delta table. So it is reading the delta table 1 and it is running the streaming. Okay, so it will keep on checking 5 seconds what are the data that it need to append. Okay, and I am creating a checkpoint folder and then I'll dump the data into the table 2. Okay, so reading it from the table 1, it will go into the table 2. Okay, and the difference between this line trigger once and trigger processing time, okay, difference between them, it will keep on checking after 5 seconds, but this will going to execute only once. Okay, I'll share a entire thing with you. Okay, that you can take the reference and you can run it on your own. Okay, yeah, so the other thing which I want to show you is that why we are using append and why we are not using the complete, because complete we will going to use it for the aggregations. Okay, so it doesn't make sense to run the complete mode each time and it will going to show the data, complete data at every time. Okay, so that's why we usually Spark streaming, if we use complete, it will going to throw that error, so that the complete output mode not supported when there is a no streaming aggregations. Okay, so complete, we will going to use complete at the time of aggregation only. Okay, so as I told you that with trigger we have 5 minutes or once is equal to true, so process data at fixed interval every 5 minutes, it will keep on checking, and if it is once is equal to true, so it will going to process all the available data in a single micro batch. Okay, then stop. Okay, so there is another trigger which is available now, so it will going to process all the data in the multiple micro batch job. What's the difference between these two are once is equal to true and the available now is true, that it will going to process, let's say if I'm putting 3 rows, okay, in the streaming, so what it will going to do is it will create a one batch of 3 rows and then it will display the data and then it will stop. But with this available now is equal to true, as what we will do is, let's say for the 3 rows it will going to process maybe until unless the whole data won't processed. Okay, it won't stop. Okay, and let's say in one batch there could be a 2 row and in the other batch there could be 1 row, and it will make sure that all the data reach, okay, created as a batch, then it will going to stop. Okay, so this is the things that we have discussed here. Next we're going to see that why they have restricted the output mode, okay, complete output mode, because Spark regenerate the entire result table every time the query is triggered. This is typically used for aggregated queries where the result need to be recomputed entirely, okay, like sum, counting and everything. For non-aggregation queries like reading from streaming and writing it somewhere, the append mode is recommended, and the complete mode is not supported because it does not make sense to recompute the entire result set. Okay, that's the only reason. Okay, so we have already discussed about the checkpointing in the previous video, so here I'm going to just refer it, that it's a mechanism for saving the progress information of the streaming query. Okay, progress information is it just keep on monitoring that where the jobs ran till now. Okay, and so if there is a fault tolerance, it will going to check that delta log where your checkpoint location is there, and it will pick up from there. Okay, so that's the only difference. In the next video we will going to see, so if you want to see the data keep on streaming, okay, so how we're going to do that, and that we're going to cover it in the next video.